naira. That's like there's something very important I want to do.
Yeah. Sorry, you didn't come on time. I've actually spent all the money I have.
Why are you like this? No, Buma, why are you like this? Eh? Every time your guys come to ask you for money, you always have one excuse. Eh?
My wonderful people, make on a gather, we get information where we want to deliver to all of us this evening. Because if you check very well, this is let me say 6:30 Biafran time. Yes, 6:30 Biafran time, or heading to 6:30 as well, if I'm not mistaken. If you join, please say hi and endeavor to let us know one or two things. If you want to be part of the program, if you want to be part of to contribute your own quota towards where we are going, you are highly welcomed. We welcome you, and also we welcome your idea. Don't forget the title of this message. We are here to discuss more of Bianca Ono's new petition against Dr. Ngozi Oraweze in the United States of America, calling it security meeting, whatever. Whereas the main people who supposed to hold that security meeting, like Michael Rubio, which is the Secretary of State, is not among those that is doing the meeting. In fact, according to some reporters, parallel facts said Bianca Ono was neglected. I said, what? Okay, it's okay. There's no problem. Now we there here. But go see a day. You must surely distribute this message the way it ought to be. You know, that's why the fact we have made some posts regarding that, but we still want to throw more light, because if we are allowed to say everything on a post, on a publication, maybe it will be up to 100 minutes. So we have to cut it short. So this is a continuation of what we have said before, and we will try as much as we can to inject new things, new ideas. I mean, new research, because I have already made research over this matter. What really this woman is doing in the US after United States of America being cut off the aid, and also bilateral ties, military bilateral ties. They have been cut off since long time ago. So, which meeting of security is he talking about that she went to US with Nuhu Ribadu? It is uncalled for, if I may be allowed to use that word. But notwithstanding, they will always lie. Their propaganda is top notch. Nigerian government put up propaganda. Oh. Well, my people, we are still waiting. Let the audience, wherever you are watching out from, when you join, endeavor to say hi. If possible, if you are watching from homeland, please let us know. Just say, I am watching from the zoo. From all indication, Bianca Ono is a weapon fashioned against the children of God. She is a weapon fashioned against the children of Israelites. She is a weapon fashioned against the Biafra people, the Biafra government, and the Biafra leaders. You know, there is always an adage in our local dialect that this woman thinks because she look like Delilah, then she will be like Delilah. If you are not Delilah, you can never be one. So that thing which is giving her a kind of morale, which is always, she thinks she have a backup, because she can still use her beauty, her kpekus to lure men to do her bidding. But no worry. There's no any beauty that lasts forever. Agadi nwaanyị kawa nka, or rather, akwụna kawa nka, ubewe akwa nwa nọ na nka. Mbọsị nta na ya achọ na owere nchi. Biko, onye ọbụla jọ nụrụnụ, kawa ahụ ka ịsọ anyị hi, ka a mara na ọ mmadụ na watch anyị. Because if you do not say hi, I might be thinking it's a robot, and I will not start the program. So please, I beg you, if you join and you want to be part of the program, just type hi or hello. It cannot take you from it cannot take you take anything out from your body. You can as well just drop a sticker or emoji, so that I will know if I see a good number of people, then we can start the program. You understand? So please, I have seen a lot of people coming and going. Just hello, hi, no problem. You don't need to explain yourself. Nobody asks you to identify yourself. Just hello, so that we can take it off from there, my brothers.
You just use it to.
And there is a special announcement we want to make earlier on before we can be able to start this program. Islamization is going on in Biafra land now. Yes, we keep on using this adage. Biafrans are not Muslims. Biafrans are not Islams. Blah, 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 blah. Our people are being cajoled into joining Islam by force, either by way of giving them some stipends. And our people and money. If you ask them now, maybe they will tell you they are there for the money. But before you know it, the teaching will begin to confuse them. There is an Islamization going on in Biafra land now. I've subscribed to your channel. Okay, thank you. Oku dele Nadozie. When I buy my brother, Kawaha share my message. Even this life now, share so that others will join. Because the message I will be the very, very important part. So what am I trying to say? There is an Islamization agenda going on in Biafra land now. They have started from Ebonyi State, down to Imo State, down to Enugu State. You see the three states I call. You see the three states I call that APC are managing. So anybody who is telling you that APC with their Muslim ticket is not Islamization agenda, that person does not want anything good for you. There is a message that is going on, and I would like you to circulate this message, or the very, very important part. Please, even this video, circulate it. There is Islamization going on in Biafra land. They have eaten deep in Ebonyi State. They have eaten deep in Imo State. They are now eating deep in Enugu State. Using our own people. Okay. Let me just play this sound. Let me play with this sound. Please hold on. Please hold on.
Like this under my comment section and my timeline, something like Indigo, come to the light of the world, come to Islam. I'm not stereotyping and I'm not gonna be biased. You see, my candid advice to Igbos, especially the businessmen among them, you have to be very sensitive and know how you can secure your land. One thing about Igbos is that they are resilient. Their land could have been taken during the Biafran War, but they discovered that these people cannot be conquered easily, and they are determined people, resilient people. That is why the land of Igbo till now has not been conquered. But one thing about Islam that many of you don't understand is that they are gradualists. They are patient people. They are very, very patient. They don't rush. They take time to attend to whatever they want to achieve. You know what Afghanistan told the US? They said you have the weapons, you have the tech, but we have all the time in the whole world. We are very, patience will wait for you. That was how they infiltrated US education system. They discovered that US cannot be conquered, not by any means. And they discovered that if you can brainwash the upcoming generations of children emanating from US, then you are finished US. That was how Qatar came up with their foundation, started pumping money into US education system from the grassroots. That was how they were able to lobby in Barack Obama in the year 1996 to become senator. And he came in as a Christian, disguised as a Christian, but underneath a jihadist. And he came in with LGBTQ+. He started sponsoring LGBTQ+, brainwashing the children. That was how the children of that time are the youth of today. They are the one disturbing the peace of the country today. They are the one disturbing US today. They are the leftists. They are the bunch of transgender. They are the people disturbing the country today. They have been brainwashed. So it took US years for them to realize this. And that is the era of Donald Trump. It was about 3 months ago they stopped Qatar Education Foundation for US. Everything about their sponsorship, they stopped it. And they started creating awareness about Islamic takeover of their country. So that the upcoming generation, the one going now, in the next 20 years, they must have had that awareness. They must have grown up with that awareness that there is a particular religion called Islam that wanted to destroy their country. And they are not hiding it. They are saying it plainly to your face that America must be Islamized. That's why you see the awareness. They have to stop it. The same thing is being done on you today, Igbo people, because they discovered you cannot be coerced. They can't fight you, but they can easily, gradually penetrate your land by means of what you like, money. An Igbo man can do anything for money. I'm sorry to say, but that is the reality. So they keep pumping money into your land to build you up, gradually taking over your land. As you can see, this one has been converted. What is the name again? Emmanuel accepted Islam yesterday at Abochi Central Mosque. He is now Abu Malik. They changed his name from Emmanuel, from Emmanuel to Abdul Malik. So what could be more than that when it comes to conquer?
Yeah, of course.
That is gradual conquest. So you have to wake up and see how you can sponsor Christianity, how you can create awareness. Don't sit down in Lagos and forget about your village. By the time you go back to your village, you'll be shocked. The number of masjid, you know what they call masjid? Different mosques that must have been built, and you cannot do anything about it. We are not trying to condemn any religion here. We are not stereotyping, please. We are just creating awareness. We are not against Muslims, but we are against the barbaric religion. Ideology, sorry. The ideology, which is Sharia law. That is why you see the president of Burkina Faso banned Sharia system from the country. He banned them. Those who went to Saudi Arabia to go and learn about Sharia law, Sharia system, he refused to allow them to come into the country. Yes. He said they should remain in Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia ejected those people. That is what they do. Once Saudi Arabia teaches you that Sharia extremism, they will not allow you to stay in that country. They will push you out. So those guys are looking for a country to go to. I pray they don't come to Nigeria, because Burkina Faso presidents refused to allow them to come into the country. And those ones in the country, he banned them together and threw them in asylum for brain formatting. So Igbos, you have to be very careful. Just make sure that your land is not invaded. If not, I'm sorry. If not for the Igbos now in this country, Nigeria will have been 90% Islamized. But because of the Igbos present, that is why Nigeria is not yet Islamized. That is why they don't like Igbos. So
I'll be playing this message from time to time as this program progresses. My brothers, we need to start to create the awareness. Look at the important vital point he raised there. He said all the rich Igbo businessmen should sponsor Christian awareness. Otherwise, we are going to lose it. Most of all the countries that are being conquered today, most of the countries that are Christian before and later turned to Muslim, they did not start it in a day. They don't start it in 1 year. They never started it in 1 decade. They never started it in 1 century. My brother, it is a century upon century upon century program. These people are injecting their bad blood in our system. Look at what this guy said. I captured that moment. For the moment you change your name from original what it used to be, my brother, you have lost control, total control of your life and your territorial integrity. Imagine Emmanuel, he said, Ndi Igbo, come to the light of the world, come to Islam. Now Igbo man, they pray this for Imo State. Emmanuel accepted Islam yesterday at Abocho Central Mosque. He is now Abdul Malik. Automatically, they have taken this guy away from anything that got to do with Igbo. His territorial integrity now have been taken over by Islam. This is how they plan their route. This guy now, there's nothing where this guy wants now, they can never supply to him. This is not a cause. This is whom we are. We can do anything for money. But my brother, I think we need to change that narrative. These people are pumping money. Look at the vital point also this guy make on this video. How Qatar have been sponsoring some education in America, using it to enter them to teach their children nonsense about LGBTQ, whatever. And these things happened under a Christian president, Barack Obama. He disguised as a Christian, but that guy is a core Muslim. They are the problem they are having in America today. Go to China. China have packaged all the whole Muslims. Islam, anything that got to Islam, channel them one side where they are going to revise their system into normal human being. Because according to Xi Jinping, he said that Islam is like a cause, it's like a leprosy. That is what the guy said. That is not my own words. Biafrans, I go on Africa. This is not the message that brought us here, but this message have come. We need to create this awareness. The way they conquer Turkey, it is not for 1 year, no be for 2 years, no be for 10 years, no be for 100 years. By the time our land will be conquered, most of us here will have been long gone. We have been long gone before our land will be captured. Look at how they are starting. If this man giving birth now, plus the ones that have given birth before, because as he got he converted to Muslim now, it is now an avenue to marry more wives and rear more children, rearing them in that what they call Islam, because now it's Abdul Malik. So his generation now automatically will transform from answering Okeke Okafor then to answering Abdul Maliki, Abdul Nka, Abdul Hassan, and the rest of them inside Igbo land. And look at how inside that Igbo land, the children will also intermarry, or rather they will marry other ones they are going to marry and transform them into that same hood. Automatically, that sand have already been hey, God have mercy. Igbos, hey, make us wake up, oh. Make we wake up. I want to the most of the mistakes of our past heroes that came here before us is as a result of what we are suffering today. Our future generation is going to see when in the hands of these guys who have no mercy. This is not capping, as you may choose to call it. This is not just an ordinary what I call it, an ordinary blabbing. Something that happened. This talk of Igbos are resident, they cannot conquer them. My brother, the generation of the Igbos, or rather the caliber of Igbos that fought Ekumeku War, are different from the caliber of Igbos that fought 1967 to 1970 war. Then you can use those calibers to compare what you have today. That a fellow Igbo man will see another fellow Igbo man being maltreated. Then he forgot about the spirit of Onyaga and one day he will allow that Igbo man or Igbo woman to be maltreated by another tribe that are not Igbos. Because we have lost it. That integrity, that resistance have been infiltrated. And that is why you see some now Bapia, some now Bugene. That's why you see some people and a fellow Igbo will come and condemn his own brother. That is better. Nigerian government kill Nnamdi Kanu because we have been infiltrated. We are losing it. You check on what I say. You go think say hey, nothing they happen. Back tomorrow now. You don't die go. You don't forget anything. Again. People wait there behind are the ones who will speak, be telling you nothing they happen, nothing they happen. They go, buy go, without not passing the awareness to the younger generation. And then the younger generation will just continue to be living their lives all in the name of we are looking for money, and these people will be pumping you money, taking over your territorial integrity. Before you know it, your land that used to be Igbo land will now begin to have street names like Mamudu Street, Mamudu Nka, Mamudu Nkozo. That is what we are going to see in the near future if we do not start now for the awareness. And these ones you see now will be the ones they are going to use to fight against Biafrans. The reason I told you guys that the fight we are going to fight to retain Biafra as a country, what we are doing now, or what happened in the past, both Ekumeku and the rest of them are just, what will I call it? That was just a child's play. I tell you the truth, my brother. There is danger ahead. A great danger. And something must be done about it. Let me see. I Okuta Daily Talk, well done. I salute your hard work for Biafra freedom. Okay, thank you. Obioma Waba say, my brother, you are really doing great work. Yeah. God bless you and protect and preserve your life in Jesus' mighty name. I salute you. For those who have commented and those who will still comment, please, if you join, just say hi. I beg you. If you want to compliment us by saying some sweet words, we thank you also as well. But please, I would like you to do me a favor. This message need to go viral. You see this message, I will still publish this message tomorrow. I will still make a publication separately for this, because this is not the reason why we are here. We are here to discuss about Bianca Ono, her new petition, and what is happening in the case of Simon Ekpa in Finland. That is the reason why we are here. So I came across this message. I said, no, we need to preach about, we need to talk about it. The earlier we start to create the awareness, the better for all of us. Otherwise, these people, their story no clear. If they turn you to slave, their story no they clear. They are worse than animals. They are worse than animals. In fact, that is what they are. They are just animals.
A post like this under my comment section and my timeline, something like Indigo, come to the light of the world, come to Islam. You know,
lest I forget, the guy have already started to preach. Let me also use this opportunity to pass this awareness to you as an Igbo man who is thinking to become a Muslim or Islam. Let me tell you something. No matter how you enter Islam, no matter how you convert to Islam, no matter how you did their bidding, until tomorrow, until the king that come, until you die, resurrect, die, resurrect how many times? 1 million times. They are still seeing you as a fake Muslim because you are not born into Muslim. You are a converter. If they are still seeing Yoruba people that have been converted into Muslim since 1804, when Uthman Dafodio first entered, then imagine you that is just converted yesterday, and you are shouting, look at our brother again. Look at what he said. He said, Ndi Igbo, come to the light of the world, come to Islam. Allahu Akbar. The same Allahu Akbar they are using to behead our people is what our own brother is shouting. A lost soul. And if you still keep on having this mindset, oh, nothing is going to happen, our land is sacred. My brother, there's nothing sacred about our land. The only thing sacred about our land is the resistance of our forefathers to fight against intruders. But we have decided to leave everything mountain now. Oh, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, our land is sacred and covered by the blood of Jesus. And you are here, now convert your own blood of Jesus into shouting another different thing. Allahu Akbar. Yes, that blood of Jesus could not stop them. I am not here to talk about Christianity. We are here to talk about Islam. The injection of Islam into Biafra land. Just like what this guy said. Listen to him and listen very good. I will still play this tape over and over again. He said they have already tested to take over Biafra land by fire, by force, by guns. They found out that these guys can never. Just the same way he made an example also when Islam want to enter America. They have tried to fight America, but they found out that they cannot penetrate America through that way. Then they use sponsoring of education to enter America. And America was too adamant to know that these guys have an agenda. Under Obama. Then under Trump come review the thing. Come see, say, man, the people are saying that these people, and then they spoil our child, and then they bring out, they sign all this nonsense. Don't forget, Obama was pushing Nigeria and other African countries to sign this LGBT. The same thing, he went to Museveni of Uganda. Then the man told him, if you can turn your back, let me and you do it, then I will sign it. Obama wrong. They used Obama. And you'll be seeing him as a Christian, but he's a core Muslim. Man, these people are deceptive. It's like 5 and 6. There is trouble. Create this awareness. Before I have my brother, my sister. Our future generation. Because what we are talking about today, well, I mean, all this our shouting and also our fighting about Biafra or whatever, it is not about today. It is about tomorrow. It is about the existence of Ndigbo. It is about the territorial integrity of Ndigbo. It is not about our existence. This is our generation. But for generation to come, let us listen to that message again. Please, if you have your pen and paper, they jot the point where this guy they make here. If you have your pen and paper, they jot the point. They jot the point. From America, from the way they enter, from the way they're operating, from the way they are doing their things, from how many years it will take them. They will tell you it doesn't matter how long it will take them, but they must surely get there.
I'm not stereotyping, and I'm not going to be biased. You see, my candid advice to Igbos, especially the businessmen among them, you have to be very sensitive and know how you can secure your land. You know, one thing about Igbos is that they are resilient. Their land could have been taken during the Biafran war, but they discovered that these people cannot be conquered easily, and they are determined people, resilient people. That is why the land of Igbo till now has not been conquered. But you know one thing about Islam, and many of you don't understand, is that they are gradualists. They are patient people. They are very, very patient. They don't rush. They take time to attend to whatever they want to achieve. You know what Afghanistan told the US? They said, you have the weapons, you have the tech, but we have all the time in the whole world. We are very patient. We'll wait for you. That was how they infiltrated US education system. They discovered that US cannot be conquered, not by any means. And they discovered that if you can brainwash the upcoming generations of children emanating from US, then you are finished US. That was how Qatar came up with their foundation, started pumping money into US education system from the grassroots. That was how they were able to lobby in Barack Obama in the year 1996 to become senator. And he came in as a Christian, disguised as a Christian, but underneath a jihadist. And he came in with LGBTQ+. He started sponsoring LGBTQ+, brainwashing the children. That was how the children of that time are the youths of today. They are the one disturbing the peace of the country today. They are the one disturbing US today. They are the leftists. They are the bunch of transgender. They are the people disturbing the country today. They have been brainwashed. So it took you.
You see the point? The mistake we make today will be the downfall of Biafra land and Biafra at large in the future. Because the mistake most of our forefathers or most of our ancestors did, the result of it today is not pleasant. It's not pleasure. It's not pleasant for me and you. You know it. Look at how they operate. They said they have all the time. They are just like, what do they call it? A patient dog that eats the fattest bone. After this, we will go back to our message. But please, let me beg you. You don't join, you don't join. Why not say hi? Must I remind you that at least when you join a live program, you say hi, let me know that it is human being watching me, not a robot. But Kokoko, after this, then we will go to the main message that brought us here, which is about Bianca Ono.
US years for them to realize this, and that is the era of Donald Trump. It was about 3 months ago they stopped Qatar Education Foundation for the US. Everything about their sponsorship, they stopped it, and they started creating awareness about Islamic takeover of their country, so that the upcoming generation, the one going now in the next 20 years, they must have had that awareness. They must have grown up with that awareness that there is a particular religion called Islam that wanted to destroy their country, and they are not hiding it. They are saying it plainly to your face that America must be Islamized. That's why you see the awareness. They have to stop it. The same thing is being done on you today, Igbo people, because they discovered you cannot be coerced. They can't fight you, but they can easily, gradually penetrate your land by means of what you like, money.
Money.
An Igbo man can do anything for money. I'm sorry to say it, but that is the reality.
Yes.
So they keep pumping money into your land to build you up, gradually taking over your land. As you can see, this one have been converted. What is the name again? Emmanuel accepted Islam yesterday at Abochi Central Mosque. He is now Abu Malik. They changed his name from Michael, rather, from Emmanuel to Abdul Malik. So what could be more than that when it comes to conquer?
Yeah.
That is gradual conquest of your land. So you have to wake up and see how you can sponsor Christianity, how you can create awareness. Don't sit down in Lagos and forget about your village. By the time you go back to your village, you'll be shocked. The number of masjid, what they call masjid, different mosques that must have been built, and you cannot do anything about it. We are not trying to condemn any religion here. We are not stereotyping, please. We are just creating awareness. We are not against Muslims, but we are against the barbaric religion. Ideology, the ideology, which is Sharia law. That is why you see the president of Burkina Faso banned Sharia system from the country. He banned them. Those who went to Saudi Arabia to go and learn about Sharia law, Sharia system, he refused to allow them to come into the country. Yes, he said they should remain in Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia ejected those people. That is what they do. Once Saudi Arabia teaches you that Sharia extremism, they will not allow you to stay in that country. They will push you out.
You see?
So those guys that you are looking for a country to go to, I pray they don't come to Nigeria, because Burkina Faso president refused to allow them to come into the country. And those ones in the country, he banned them together and threw them in asylum for brain formatting. So Igbos, you have to be very careful. Just make sure that your land is not invaded. If not, I'm sorry. If not for the Igbos now in this country, Nigeria would have been 90% Islamized. But because of the Igbos' presence, that is why Nigeria is not yet Islamized. That is why they don't like Igbos. So I've been receiving it.
That is why they don't like you. If not for Igbos, 90% of Nigeria would have been Islamized. They know. The so-called Yaribawa, Yaribanza, whatever they call them, they know. They are taking shade with the Igbos, but they don't want to acknowledge. Due to their pride, they are taking shade from you, and they are also fighting you. Whenever you mention you want to go, then they call you names, just for you to stay back and be defending yourself that you are not what they call you. And they will buy time, delaying you while you are being distracted. That's exactly the work of these uncanny birds they call the Yaribawa. You have heard it from the horse's mouth. This thing happened in Imo State. Who knows how many mosques that have been erected in Imo State, in Enugu State, and in Ebonyi State? You see how total conquer, gradual conquer. Because this one they ejected, my brother. If they have ejected, they say they have ejected. Nothing where this man want, where they don't want. Even if he say now we want to be married, virgin of 10 to 15 years, they will supply them to them. They will supply money. They will supply food. They will make sure that that village where this man is, he will inject that bad blood in all of those, and they will be supplying them with peanuts. This is the people that their own country will be suffering in the north. but they are ready to spend billions in naira and in dollars just to convert other people into Muslim by supplying them with everything they need, including money, including cash, including giveaways. And then when they conquered you, what are they going to do? They will turn you into slave, because they are not going to trust you as a real Muslim. And Akwaraka here, who are the people here? On another comment, waiting for the happen safe. Okay, let us go to the main business. I will post this tomorrow, so expect this message at your doorstep tomorrow. I will convert. In fact, it's going to be our first publication for tomorrow morning. Create the awareness. If you find the video, endeavor to share it. Please, I beg you. If you find this video tomorrow, I'm going to publish it normally, put it in a more civic way, and analyze it to the best of my knowledge and to a layman's understanding. Let us start now to create this awareness. Otherwise, our future generation is not going to find it funny. A stitch in time will not only save 9, we're going to save many. How Nigerians bribed its way to Washington, D.C. despite the killings of Christians by jihadists back home. They are talking about Bianca Ojukwu, who went all the way to Washington, D.C. to go there to constitute nuisance. Nuisance. You went in a place, even the Secretary of the State, you know, anything that got to do with security, economy, before any delegation that are going to be entertained, my brother, the Secretary of State must be there. Just like coming to Aso Rock now to do a meeting, without the SGF, Secretary General of the Federation, George Akume, he's not going to hold. He's not going to hold. Unless, okay, maybe he decided to send his deputy, if there is any, or send a PA. But in this case of Bianca Ojukwu in Washington, D.C., Michael Rubio, according to some quarters, parallel facts, Sahara Reporters, Daily Trust, all of them posted that these guys were ignored by Washington, D.C. They went to Washington, no problem, because Washington is a free place, unlike Aso Rock. After all, they are government envoys. So, to enter the hall there and meet anybody, nobody is going to restrict you. But the main people that are supposed to sit and do the meeting with you are nowhere to be found. They know you are in town. They know you have already entered Washington, D.C. But because you are from a country of particular concern, nobody show concern on you because you are a terrorist. That is what Bianca. Our people are dying in South Africa. You are going to US, where they don't even invite you, where they don't even know you are existent. Look at their pictures. Look at how they look. Look at a human being. Look at the one that said is a national security advisor. Is that a human being? Just look at. All the baka anụ ọhịa a na-ebere ugwu. Ọ ga-adịgo nwaanyị elu n'abalị a. Ọ ga-adịgo ya elu. Because all kpekus ka o ji were sell onwe ya. O feel no because of ihe o nwere upstairs. All kpekus ka o ji sell onwe ya. Ọkwa anaghị akpa ya ka tọntọm na Aso Rock. Bayo no ga say ba delala ka eti ya fetu ka ya mo say ba FFK say but aka ndo Yoruba na ndị Hausa na ndị Fulani na abụọ ka abugbo devil ma yesi nke a si na azụ arụkwere ya ego n'ike. Look at her. Let me read the article here, baby. Peace, greetings. Dear at Macrobio, at Susie Wales, at Secrobio, at Secwar. 1. If it were not for at US _advisor Mr. Masad Bulus business interests in Nigeria, such a delegation would not have managed to go to Washington to corrupt USA officials about the killings of Christians in Nigeria. Please make on listen very, very attentively. Those say, hi, Okute Daily Talk. Well done. I salute your hard work for Biafra freedom. Thank you, my dear brother. It shall be well with you. Number 2. A country as important and complex as Nigeria, facing terrorism, insecurity, economic pressures, and major diplomatic challenges, requires serious intellectual and strategic leadership. Number 3, Nigeria with over 50,000 professors has a beauty contestant at Ojukwu Bianca going to Washington to discuss the immense challenges it has. It looks like a serious injury being treated with poor medicine. Number 4, when you look at the scale of Nigeria's problems, you have to ask whether the country is sitting the depth, experience, and intellectual capacity that such enormous responsibilities demand. Number 5, and then there is a presidential security apparatus. Sometimes it gives the impression of a toy operation brought from down Abuja to tow away a broken down car. Number 6, it is sad that the same Ojukwu Bianca was the architect of the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu together with Abubakar Malami. They went to Finland twice and tried to abduct and rendition Simon Ekpa at night and take him to Abuja. Number 7, now one wonders how a democracy of 250 years like that of the United States of America, US, can deal with a minister at Ojukwu Bianca, whose country does abduct and kill Christians at will. Number 8, now, Nigeria is a country which does not abide by any local or international court orders. It is a pariah state where the US advisor has defended it because of his religious connotations and business links with the ruling class there. Number 9, as Africans, we shall point out the shortcomings of the Nigeria whose leadership is completely rotten to the core. We don't do business. We fight for the human rights of humanity. Number 10, Mr. Masad Bulus might protect Nigeria for now, but it will soon burst. Thanks. Pan-African Forum Limited and Associates, Head Office, London, United Kingdom. Copy. People have been tagged over and over and over again because this one is also cause for worry that people also need to raise awareness. The propagandous nature of this current government of the zoo, it is something everybody need to worry, including me and you. And by doing so, my brother, you also need to be at alert because Nigeria is just like they are sitting on a keg of gunpowder that can explode any moment from now. The indices are there. The indices are there that Nigeria will disintegrate before our very own eyes. It's not going to happen before our back. Nigeria is a terrorist state and have been marked out by so many countries. Very soon you will see a kind of what I call it, bans from countries not to allow Nigerians to enter their country again. It's going to happen under this current dispensation. It's not going to take time because they have gotten to the junction box where going forward becomes a problem, going backward becomes a problem. That is the stage where Nigeria as a country found herself, or rather Nigeria as a contraption. That's where they found herself at this point in time. Should I continue? There's another message I want to show you, but let me just take some few comments from this message and then we'll go. There's message Dr. Ngozi Odaboye posted about what this woman went to US to do. That is where she collected the beating of her life. When she lied to the general public by using her own page to post nonsense, then the original woman, the DPM of the United States of Biafra, she never responded again because when she read that message finish, she tagged her and she received it. She refused to respond. I beg, like this video. Like this video. Maya Ubiko, like share comment at least, hi, I am watching from so place. Even if you don't say anything about where you're watching from. Abba now, for now. Wanna do something like okay. Patrick Obia said it is very sad that we Africans are the ones calling the Western world to use us to kill our people. Of course, they are using us against ourselves. Yes, UK are using Nigerian governments, what I call it, either elected officials or selected officials to buy their citizens. Saudi Arabia are using Nigerian elected or selected officials to buy their citizens because of money. But yet, these same idiots will come out tomorrow and tell you that it is only Igbo man that love money. Do you know how many Northerners are being paid on the cost of the money that their leaders are collecting from outside the world just to keep them in perpetual poverty, to be passing out, or rather, to be teaching them nonsense, all in the name of Sharia or Islam? Do you know? They are buying their own people, collecting money from outsiders. But yet, these same people will come tomorrow and tell you that Igbo man is the one that loves money. Ketekpa. I beg, like this video. Like and now. I wait, like and. My life without Christ, quote Bible, say Proverbs 14:34. We are going to read King James Version. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any. Amplified Version said uprightness and right standing with God, moral and spiritual rectitude in every area and relation elevate a nation, but sin is a reproach to anyone. Lion of Judah said this was not a bribe. If not for anything, it was a performance review, and the performance said they have a lot to do and a lot undone. That is what you said. Well, let us abandon this. Let me go directly to what Ngozi Rabeze posted about this matter. Alright, first of all, let me start from Bianca Ono. She first made a post before Ngozi replied to her to give her woto. So let me start from her. This is a Bianca Ojukwu. Abi? Okay, Bianca Ojukwu. Look at what she posted before Ngozi replied to her directly. Give her direct blow. No be the one where she go do with the Willie Obiano wife. This one, Ngozi Rabeze give her a direct blow, and I'm very sure she has some blood on her teeth. Deadline, Washington DC, USA. The meeting of the USA-Nigeria Joint Working Group to evaluate progress in bilateral counter-terrorism efforts and charting the next phase of security collaboration between Nigeria and the United States of America. Now lie. America and Nigeria have cut ties in terms of military support. So anything counter-terrorism, you should count America out of it. The only thing business they have with America is that, oh, they need equipment. If America decide to sell to them, fine and good. If they don't decide to sell to them, they can halt it. Nobody is going to question them. So this one now is first propaganda and lie. You went to have this kind of a meeting which have not Secretary of the State. Then who is going to document this meeting? Who is going to take the minutes of this meeting? I mean, is there no minutes again? Government keeps accountability, so there must be minutes on this meeting. Who is going to take the record when the Secretary of State is not there? And number one lie. She went there for a different project, and that project is to repatriate Ngozi Rabeze. That is the truth. We are not here to gaslight you. You know this government of the zoo, they thrive on propaganda. They lead their people in lies. They don't care. Even if they lie this minute, the next minute you catch them, they will still lie another one. That is the kind of people, because they don't see their citizens finish. Like, their citizens are nobody. All of them just give us rice. They kidnap your children, they give you rice. Your children don't have school fees, they give you rice. Your wife had miscarriage, they will give you rice. Rice Republic of Nigeria. Rice Republic of Nigeria. Spearheaded by Bola Ahmed Tinubu and APC. Let us continue. According to how I am reading, this is the words of Bianca, not mine. So the Nigerian delegation is led by Malam Nuhu Ribadu. That is the uncircumcised Philistinian. Nigeria's National Security Advisor, who leads the United States delegations, is led by Alison Hooker, the Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs. Lie number 2. The first edition of this meeting was held in Abuja in January of 2026 as part of efforts to strengthen cooperation on security and intelligence sharing. Another lie. Protection of vulnerable communities, particularly at risk of religiously motivated violence and other areas of mutual interest. These sessions are geared towards strengthening Nigeria, United States security and defense cooperation. Lie. Reviewing plans for return and enhanced protection of IDPs. Look at where I have problem here. Reviewing plans for return and enhanced protection of IDPs. You want to protect people in IDPs while their own ancestral land are being occupied by foreigners. You want to I mean, somebody should help me let this make sense now. Help me let it make sense. Okay, let me continue. Protection of IDPs, intelligence gathering and coordination, tackling terror financing, holding perpetrators accountable, more effective border control, resources and people, and strategic review of defense roadmap, blah, 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 blah. This is not the reason why she went to US. Let me show you where Ngozi Orabueze knocked her technical TKO, technical knockout. Where she exposed this woman of her evil deed and what she had been submitting to the United States of America. Instead of her to go there to do things, whatever that she want to do with the zoo, but she keep on going there, disgracing herself. Okay, she said, and I quote, this one is from Ngozi Orabueze, Nigerian terrorist state propaganda by their Foreign Affairs Secretary Bianca Ojukwu continues. Nothing will stop the absolute dissolution of the entire entity called Nigeria. A country that will integrate non-terrorists into their country's military and police and forcefully remove Biafrans from their peaceful communities at night. A country that poses a threat to the Western world, especially United States of America. This woman, she get long leg for US. So everything that she posted here is being circulated even within the place this woman is having her meeting. It's part of the blow. When she posts another one, she replied this and tagged her. So I know why you are here. So stop lying to them. I'm telling them the truth. That's exactly what he's telling her. And Bianca could not reply. The United States of Biafra Christian nation will stop the terrorist propaganda. She went there for propaganda. Another big blow. We have a message for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You can send the entire Nigerian government next time to Washington, but we will continue to work to ensure that it does not change the reality in Washington, D.C. The United States will continue to engage Nigeria and work together where our interests align, but President Trump has made it clear that he is not going to indulge or personally support an alleged drug trafficker for president of Nigeria in Nigeria's upcoming presidential election. For Bianca Ono coming to US, lying to the general public that she is there for security meetings, we know what we are here for. This is the 11th time of submitting petition against me because you think I am a threat to your paymasters. But anyway, you are welcome. We are going to treat your matter when the time is right. Signed, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the DPM, United States of Biafra government, and de facto government in homeland. So all the whole people here, Ngozi Orabueze, she tagged all, including Bianca Ono, including the State House and everything. If you check very well, you will see Bianca Ojukwu here. See Bianca Ojukwu here. So she replied her. She gave her all the whole blows and she could not respond to any single one. You can imagine that. Anyway, let me also pass this awareness again. We will keep on passing this awareness. In most of my publications moving forward, I'll be attaching this video to it. Please endeavor to be sharing any video I publish from now onwards. Let us listen to this guy again. Let us start to create this awareness. Otherwise, it's going to be too bad for us.
Like this under my comment section and my timeline, something like Indigo, come to the light of the world, come to Islam. You know, I'm not stereotyping and I'm not going to be biased. You see, my candid advice to Igbos, especially the businessmen among them, you have to you have to be very sensitive and know how you can secure your land. You know, one thing about Igbos is that they are resilient.
Yes.
Their land could have been taken during the Biafran War, but they discovered that these people cannot be conquered easily. And they are determined people, resilient people. That is why the land of Igbo till now has not been conquered. But you know one thing about Islam that many of you don't understand is that they are gradualists. They are patient people. They are very, very patient. They don't rush. They take time to attend to whatever they want to achieve. You know what Afghanistan told US? They said you have the weapons, you have the tech, but we have all the time in the whole world. We are very patient. We will wait for you. That was how they infiltrated US education system. They discovered that US cannot be conquered, not by any means.
You heard what he said. This is Muslim for you. This is Islam for you. You can have all the gadgets. You can have all the money. You can have all the military equipment. You can have all the military wear. You can have all the manpower. But what do they have? They have the time. They will come down and be watching you. That's exactly what they did in Afghanistan. They come down and watch America. America's finish. After they finish, they tell them, but I don't finish. They go. We have conquered everybody. You think it's a lie? Now, Taliban, they rule America. After America being in Afghanistan for how many years? For how many decades? You have everything, but they have the time. And that is one thing we don't have. We are running speed. These people are running slowly. And they are running faster than you that is running speed. We need to be extra careful. I repeat, we need to be extra careful. Otherwise, we are going to, in fact, our future generation will be cursing us. Whatever we cannot fight now and leave the battle for them to fight when they come, my brother, it's not going to be funny. It's better we start now to create that awareness before it is too late.
And they discovered that if you can brainwash the upcoming generations of children emanating from US, then you are finished US. That was how Qatar came up with their foundation, started pumping money into US education system from the grassroots. That was how they were able to lobby in Barack Obama in the year 1996 to become senator. And he came in as a Christian, disguised as a Christian, but underneath a jihadist. And he came in with LGBTQ+. He started sponsoring LGBTQ+, brainwashing the children. That was how the children of that time are the youth of today. They are the one disturbing the peace of the country today. They are the one disturbing US today. They are the leftists. They are the bunch of transgender. They are the people disturbing the country today. They have been brainwashed. So it took US years for them to realize this. And that is the era of Donald Trump. It was about 3 months ago they stopped Qatar Education Foundation for US. Everything about their sponsorship, they stopped it. And they started creating awareness about Islamic takeover of their country. So that the upcoming generation, the one going now, in the next 20 years, they must have had that awareness. They must have grown up with that awareness that there is a particular religion called Islam that wanted to destroy their country. And they are not hiding it. They are saying it plainly to your face that America must be Islamized. That's why you see the awareness. They have to stop it. The same thing is being done on you today, Igbo people, because they discovered you cannot be coerced. They can't fight you, but they can easily, gradually penetrate your land by means of what you like, money. An Igbo man can do anything for money. I'm sorry to say it, but that is the reality. So they keep pumping money into your land to build you up, gradually taking over your land. As you can see, this one has been converted. What is the name again? Emmanuel accepted Islam yesterday at Abochi Central Mosque. He is now Abu Malik. They changed his name from from Emmanuel to Abdul Malik. So what could be more than that when it comes to conquer?
When you want to conquer?
That is gradual conquest of your land. So you have to wake up and see how you can sponsor Christianity, how you can create awareness. Don't sit down in Lagos and forget about your village. By the time you go back to your village, you'll be shocked. The number of masjid, what they call masjid, different mosques that must have been built, and you cannot do anything about it. We are not trying to condemn any religion here. We are not stereotyping. Please, we are just creating awareness. We are not against Muslims, but we are against the barbaric religion. Ideology. Sorry, the ideology, which is Sharia law. That is why you see the president of Burkina Faso ban Sharia system from the country. He banned them. Those who went to Saudi Arabia to go and learn about Sharia law, Sharia system, he refused to allow them to come into the country. Yes, he said they should remain in Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia ejected those people. That's what they do. Once Saudi Arabia teaches you that Sharia extremism, they will not allow you to stay in that country. They will push you out. So those guys that you are looking for a country to go to, I pray they don't come to Nigeria, because Burkina Faso presidents refuse to allow them to come into the country. And those ones in the country, he banned them together and throw them in asylum for brain formatting. So Igbos, you have to be very careful. Just make sure that your land is not invaded. If not, I'm sorry. If not for the Igbos now in this country, Nigeria will have been 90% Islamized. But because of the Igbos present, that is why Nigeria is not yet Islamized. That is why they don't like Igbos. So
you heard it. You heard him very clear. Let us make haste while the sun still shines. Otherwise, we will be like the people who will be at the middle of the sea, and then soap will enter our eyes. In fact, let me shock you. The soap have already soaked our eyes. It's only a matter of time. We are not aware of what is going on in our different villages. We are not aware of that these people have eaten deep into Igbo land using APC governors. I repeat, APC governors. The reason why you see every state now must accept APC, because of the Islamization agenda. Don't say I did not tell you. Don't say I did not warn you. One day, there is danger looming in Biafra territory. If care is not taken, this adage we are using, oh, Nigeria is sitting at the keg of gunpowder. Let it not be that the Biafrans are the ones sitting at the keg of this gunpowder, waiting to explode. A stitch in time saves 9. We will continue this awareness on all our publications from now onwards. Those who have ears, let them hear. Those who know how to pound, let them pound on the mortar. If you don't know how to pound, my brother, look at your legs. You can as well pound there. A word is enough for a wise. Only if the wise decide to make use of that word they told them. I don't pass my own information. What about you? What are you doing about it? Can you be able to pass this information the same way I did? At least, with this message being passed by 2 or 3 persons, another 2 or 3 persons from the other side pass it. Before you know it, it will get to the appropriate authorities who will do something about this. We are losing our land gradually. Imagine somebody, Emmanuel now, an Igbo man now, automatically have turned to a Muslim overnight, Abdul Malik. And everything about his generation now have changed. Everything about his documentation have changed. Igbo have lost that soul. Whether they are doing it for money or not for money, for the fact you have accepted the gift of a Satan, my brother, you have already been indoctrinated. There is danger. A very big danger in Biafra land. We are going to continue this preaching tomorrow. I have done my part. This is a 1-hour program, as I always do. Tomorrow, we are going to continue this awareness. Please, if you watch us today, endeavor to watch us tomorrow. And endeavor to subscribe to this channel. We are giving you information back to back. We are creating a very, very wonderful awareness in this place. Please, make sure if you join us, lead us, or rather be among those that is going to follow us to the permanent site. This ministry must progress. Have a nice day or a nice evening. Well, I will see you in my next publication. Enjoy the rest of your night. Mazi Eke Emperor.